Vogue reviewed Meghan's rosé. Not a blogger, not a stan account, Vogue. And to make sure it wasn't just celebrity hype, they brought in a world-class sommelier to give it a no-nonsense proper taste test. Let's break this down. Meghan's lifestyle brand, as ever, quietly announced the release of their 2024 Napa Valley Rosé back in June. No massive press tour, no influencer rollout, just a newsletter and a website drop. And yet, the minute it went live, gone. The first round sold out in less than 60 minutes. Then she did a second drop August 5th, which tells you something. Whether people love her or love to hate her, they're paying attention. But here's what matters. It's actually good. This is where Vogue steps in. They had Jordan Salcedo, an award-winning sommelier who's led wine programs for 11 Madison Park, and Momofuku. Taste it. Like, this is someone who spent her career analyzing thousands of wines, not fangirling over royal gossip. And her verdict? It's legit. She didn't call it revolutionary, but she did call it well-crafted. Thoughtful, a wine that tastes like it was made to last longer than the average celebrity attention span. It wasn't rushed, it wasn't gimmicky, it wasn't trying to be cute for Instagram, it was made like actual wine. So here's the thing, Meghan didn't just slap her name on the bottle, she launched a product with actual credibility, and Vogue co-signed it. Critically respected and quietly dominating. As ever isn't just a brand name, it's
Let me pour you a glass of narrative, a rosy-hued stream of words sparkling with curiosity and delight. Imagine a softly lit room, walls lined with crisp white, perhaps vaulted ceilings, and in the center sits a petite pedestal upon which rests an elegant bottle of Napa Valley Rose. The air is infused with notes of strawberry bloom, citrus zest, wild raspberry, and the faintest whisper of rose petals. This is not just a wine, it is an experience. A palate awakened. And into this scene steps the notorious JTB, a personality whose persona is equal parts audacious flair and heartfelt sincerity, stepping lightly into the swirl of Vogue reviews, of pages that whisper gloss and critique. Our journey will tread an imaginative avenue. We will witness the notorious JTB sitting before the glowing Vogue spreads, eyes dancing with fascination, eyebrows arching, lips parting with delight, and reacting to each review as though sipping the very rose that perfumes the air. Each reaction is textured, effervescent, layered. And as our host's responses unfold, we pause to raise a celebratory toast to Duchess Meghan, her achievements, her unwavering convictions, and the bold compassion she embodies. The script will thread these elements together, weaving the personal, the cultural, the gustatory, and the principled. So, dear listener, or reader, settle in as we decant this tale from the bottle of language, swirl it, breathe it in, and let it unfold. Pouring and perusing, their notorious JTB appears, a character with a magnetic presence, whose online handle betrays a wink, the notorious, a sense of playful audacity, yet JTB may reveal a warm heart sheltered beneath. They cradle the glass delicately, as one would an heirloom, and lift the rose to the light. The hue is a pale blush, like dawn over the vineyards. Their first sip, astonishing, sunstruck cherry and white peach, a whisper of minerality, a soft acidity that keeps it poised, vibrant, alive. This is the essence of Napa Valley Rose: sunny optimism, layered depth, and the promise of refreshing complexity. Now the Vogue reviews lie before them. Fine print interspersed with glossy photographs, pages lauding silhouettes, praising the craftsmanship of gowns, celebrating the reinvention of style. Our host begins reading aloud, voice velvety. In a season defined by introspection, Vogue offers silhouettes that embrace both softness and strength. They pause, smile, and take a sip. Oh, they're describing the seraphic blush of this season's palette, and I'm sipping that same serenity. They flip the page to a fashion spread, lavish fabrics, couture lines. Another sip. Here, Vogue declares that power dressing now comes wrapped in chiffon and pastel. Darling, I feel that in my bones. This rose embodies power, effervescent and subtle. Each line is met with a reaction, gentle laughter, raised brows, nodding approval. Sometimes, though, a note of thoughtful pause appears. They remark that cohesion might be lacking, that perhaps the collection meanders. But maybe that's intentional, like notes of grapefruit, rose petal, and honeysuckle that don't blend in predictable harmony, yet together form an unforgettable bouquet. The notorious JTB'S commentary becomes an elegant dance, capturing the tension between boldness and understatement, between critical nuance and sensory joy. At moments, they gently quirk an eyebrow, saying, "Vogue suggests this season's shapes are timid." Darling, who told them Rose was timid? It's flirtatious, yes, but never meek. Refreshment and reflection. They pause to refill the glass. The fresh rose glints inviting. Our host sets the bottle gently down, fingers brushing the cool glass. Just as this rose refreshes the palate, let us refresh our understanding of these reviews, not as verdicts, but as conversations. They trace a finger along a paragraph that praises a designer's reinvention. They praise reinvention. Darling, isn't that what we all aspire to? To be more than yesterday's version, to evolve, like wine aging in barrel, evolving from taut grape juice to nuanced brilliance. A flick of the page, now a Vogue article's tone feels clinical or detached. Our host region raises an eyebrow. Here, they use the phrase trend-chasing almost disdainfully. But maybe trends are not debt, but dialogues. This rose trend, Rose has entered haute vogue from caftans to couture. It's not chasing, it's embracing connection, a universal language of joy. The mood shifts. Our host grows contemplative. You know, in a world of fast trends and fickle fancies, both this rose and thoughtful reviews remind us to pause, to taste, to feel. The pages of Vogue record transitions, but the real magic lies in how we internalize. And I add a splash of my own view, like a twist of citrus altering the taste ever so slightly. A toast to Duchess Meghan. Now, if I'm raising this glass to celebrate artistry, let me also raise it to celebrate courage. To Duchess Meghan, whose journey has encapsulated grace, resolve, and an unwavering assertion of self. Congratulations, Your Grace, for your success. Not solely measured by titles or headlines, but by the compassion you carry, the boundaries you've courageously drawn, and the voice you've reclaimed in service of authenticity. You have navigated scrutiny, tradition, expectation, and stood firm in your values. Like a Napa Valley rose that balances sweetness with structure, you embody both openness and strength. You've proved that one can be gentle yet firm, luminous yet grounded. That stance has inspired many. Here's to you. Cheers. Let us return to these Vogue reviews, renewed in spirit. Reading them now, through the lens of celebration and sincerity, each phrase glimmers differently. A critique becomes constructive, like tart acidity that brightens sweetness, each nuance shaped by context, by the glass that holds it. Dear readers, our journey through wine and words reminds us that interpretation is a conversation. The critics are tasting, words sipped. We may agree, disagree, or taste something entirely new. But the exchange is what matters. This rose, these reviews, this toast, they're interwoven, all reflections of taste, reflection, and response. May we always savor from bottle, from page, and from life with curiosity and kindness. Now, dear friends, the curtain draws. Our rose spent, our pages turned, our congratulations lifted. In the glow of this imagined vignette, we find resonance. Their notorious JTB has guided us through layers of critique and cork, spotlight and sip, sincerity and sparkle. In reacting to Vogue reviews as to a Napa Valley rose, we've learned that style and substance need not stand opposed. They can swirl together like strawberry sunshine and mineral frost on the tongue. In Duchess Meghan, we recognize that blend of gentleness and grace, of public scrutiny met with private generosity, of steadfast conviction paired with warmth. May her continued success and firm stance inspire others to taste boldly, speak truly, and stand steadily. Let this script conclude like the last sip of wine. Sweet memory lingering, gently urging you to revisit, to reflect, to raise your own glass to courage, artistry, and authenticity. Cheers, and thank you for journeying through these lush layered paragraphs. May they resonate long after the final word and final drop.